And what does the Congress really have to say? We are being joined by Congress spokesperson Mr. Jaiveer Shergill this afternoon, along with our executive editor Bhupendra Chaubey, who just spoke to Dr. Swamy a short while back. If I could come to you first, Mr. Shergill, good afternoon. Thanks very much for being with us here on CNN IBN. And Bhupen, do come in with your questions as well. But I'd just like to start by saying, Mr. Shergill, in that exclusive interview to Bhupendra Chaubey barely a few minutes ago, Dr. Swamy is making one point very clear, that the BJP is not firing from his shoulders. He is functioning independently. This is a fight that he's taken to the Congress party against Sonia Gandhi as well as Rahul Gandhi, and very confident that that jail seems to be the end of the road for the Gandhis.
You know, one thing is clear, that BJP and Mr. Swamy's sole agenda is to malign the Gandhi family. Otherwise, they are not concerned about corruption. Now, Mr. Swamy is trying to distance himself from the BJP, but the BJP entire leadership is holding the Gandhi family guilty in absence of any court verdict. If this is not political vendetta or using Mr. Swamy as the flag bearer of their dirty tricks department, what it is. If you do a sneak peek on the history, it is the culture of the BJP to slap false cases on those who oppose and expose them, whether it's Mr. Rahul Gandhi's citizenship row, whether it's Testa Setalvad, whether it is Ford Foundation, whether it is deep laning Priya Pillai. So we are not surprised. One thing is clear, neither Srimati Rahul Gandhi or Mr. Rahul Gandhi are afraid of any trial, but we will keep on exposing BJP's political vindictive mindset.
All right. Just hold on for a moment. I'd just like to get in Bhupendra Chaubey. Bhupen, in your conversation with Dr. Swamy, a lot of things were made clear. He, of course, stressed on all those allegations once again in true Dr. Swamy style, Bhupen. How do you see this situation? Because it cannot simply be seen as political vendetta as well, because the courts have got involved as far as the summons are concerned.
I think you raised a very valid question out of Mr. Shergill, and I think that Mr. Shergill was trying to dodge that question, because your question was specific, and I think the Congress must answer that question. Dr. Swamy is clear; he's he's the main petitioner in this particular case, and therefore, you know, he's bound to be basking in the glory of the verdict which has been delivered. The Congress, Mr. Shergill, seems to have changed its positioning. We saw that yesterday when the order first came and the news story first broke, you all were trying to deal with this purely from a legal point of view. By the evening, we saw that this had become a political issue, and now in Parliament, we're seeing that Parliament is being stalled. My question to you is simple. If you are sure about your factual position, as Dr. Swamy claims that he's sure of his factual position, why don't you ask for a debate in Parliament on this? What is preventing you from filing an adjournment motion? Let there be a debate. Let facts come out in Parliament.
Mr. Chaubey, specific answer to your question. Number one, Congress will fight the National Herald case within the parameters, within the four corners of law. There is no doubt about it. Second, our disruption in Parliament today is to protest against the brutal murder of democracy, because BJP does not want any opposition. Thirdly, there cannot be a debate on National Herald. Unlike Mr. Swamy, who's openly discussing evidence on various news channels, that is completely impermissible in law. The matter is sub judice, so Congress will not discuss the merits or demerits of the case. Today is our protest on BJP's brutal murder of a democracy, of opposition.
No. How is it brutal murder? Because you have been given a summons by the court, you're calling it a murder of democracy. You know, Venkaiah Naidu, Rajiv Pratap Rudy, are you saying that the government of the day is using its position to try and influence the judiciary? Is that your point?
Sorry, can you repeat your question? There was some.
I'm just saying, sir, that the more I listen to the
Chaubey,
arguments
can you repeat your question?
made,
there was some problem in my audio.
Yes, sir. I was just asking you, Mr. Shergill, that is your accusation against the government very direct, that the government of the day, the BJP, is misusing its position of being in power and trying to influence the judiciary? Because that's a very serious allegation if you're making that.
I am not making any allegation against the judiciary. I am giving two clear laws. One, BJP is sole agenda is to malign the Gandhi family at any question. Their focus is not on governance, it's on this. They are misusing all agencies to malign Congress leadership, whether it's Mr. Veerbhadra Singh, Mr. Chidambaram, whether raiding him at his daughter's wedding. As far as the court case is concerned, it is filed with the malicious intent to settle scores, but we will fight in a legal manner in the court of law. Mr. Swamy has a track record of filing frivolous cases which get ultimately dismissed. So at a political level,
Why
we
did
will
you go
expose
in-
their
why did you go in
vindictive
for a stay
mindset.
order,
At a
sir?
legal
Why did
manner,
you go in
we
for
will
a
come
stay
out
order in
clean in the
2014?
judiciary and the people's court.
No, sir.
Sorry?
So this matter was first raised in 2000. I think
Because
this matter
the
was
Congress
first raised
till
in
date
2012.
believes there does
Initially,
not
you all
exist
took
a
the
prima
position
facie
that we
case
don't want to go
against
to court.
anybody in the
Now
Congress
you've taken this
party.
position that you are going to court. No, because you seem to have changed your position. So have you changed your position because
Mr.
you're worried
Chaubey,
that this
legally,
is
we
getting
took
too uncomfortable for you, sir?
There is no Congress party is proud in supporting AJL. All the transactions are genuine and for a good cause. We went to the court initially that there exists no prima facie case, but High Court definite wisdom said we should submit ourselves before the trial court. We will convince the trial court, come out of this clean, and People's Court will also give us a huge mandate and a verdict in return of this political game, vindictive game which is being played by the Bharatiya Janata
But
Party.
what about the specific allegations? So what about the specific allegations?
So there is no turn.
that Rahul
But
Gandhi and
BJP,
Sonia
if they
Gandhi
think
were
BJP
a
can
part
arm
of
twist,
this company.
BJP can
No, how's that, sir? But if a court, if a court in Delhi has given a particular order, that's what I'm asking you. That either you're saying that the courts are being arm twisted by the government, but that aside, since you're saying that that's not the allegation that you're making, what about the precise, specific allegation which is being made that you all, the first family of the Congress party, in a sense, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, they became beneficiaries by trying to convert what was essentially a public property, trying to derive personal use out of that. How do you respond to that comment, sir?
Under the law, by being a virtue of part of Young India, no member of the Gandhi family, no director, no employee can be a beneficiary of any asset of AJL. It's a Section 25 company. Neither the complaint of Mr. Swamy, I've read it in threadbare manner, says that either Srimati Sonia Gandhi or Mr. Rahul Gandhi even derived a rupee of profit out of this entire transaction. So Congress supported AJL for a good cause. We are proud of it. There is no iota of even proof or truth to the thing that we have derived any benefit out of the asset of AJL, and neither we are allowed under the law of this country, being a Section 25 company.
But I mean, you say that there is no allegation. But may I just remind you, sir, that one of the judges who was looking at this case, Justice Binocha, she herself went on record suggesting that the Congress has claimed that Young India Limited had been created with the name of charity and was not getting any profit. They also claimed no illegality, but it seems that this was a case where certainly there was some kind of malafide. These are the words that I'm quoting completely from the judge herself. But be that as it may, Mr. Shergill, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your thoughts with us. I don't know that as we've been looking at this story right since the morning, I think this is a story which will be fought more in public domain, more it will be fought in parliament politically rather than legally, because legal debate is more about facts. And the very fact that Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi today seem to be inclined in terms of going to the court does show that maybe the Congress leadership is worried that this case may just end up getting too close to court, too uncomfortable for them, and they don't want to be caught. Imagine a scenario where Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi have to go to a courtroom in full glare of television cameras. Huge embarrassment it can create. It can have an enormous political fallout for the Congress party as well. Not something that the Congress would want.
Absolutely. Just that image would be politically disastrous of Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi walking into court premises. Bhupendra Chaubey, thanks very much for breaking it down and getting us that interview, and also putting the Congress there on the spot as far as some of those important questions that they still have to answer as far as some of the facts of the case are concerned. But